Guys, this is Stephen Roffer, and I am a fellow coaching client of our fearless leader, Tori Severino. And I thought I would talk to you a little bit today because perhaps I can motivate you a bit by telling you a few of my stories and my experience with Tori, who, by the way, I only met in August of this year. And in fact, I did not want to work with him because he has a very different style than what I was used to for my last coach who retired. And, that felt uncomfortable. And in fact, I had talked to the people over at Ferry and said, I don't want him and I want to pick somebody else. But then I ended up meeting Tori and working with him, and the rest is history. The reason why it felt uncomfortable to me to work with Tori is that Tori's thing is to hold you accountable. And not only to hold you accountable, but to actually follow the steps, every step, and single thing that has been laid out. That, by the way, works. Otherwise, Tom Ferry wouldn't do it. But it's a lot of work. So I was not up for that. One of the things I want to tell you guys is that since I've been working with Tori, I have doubled my production, doubled my GCI and my gross. So that was in August, and now here we are in December, okay? So I want to tell you another story. Tori says, now is the time for us to plan. Let us not sit around. Let us not go into vacation mode, holiday mode. Maybe you don't have as much going on. I don't have as much going on. But I'll tell you what we can do, okay? We can really think about what we did, what worked, what didn't work. I had a really wonderful experience that I want to share with you. And I don't know if you guys know this. I know you do know it, but how many of you are doing it? Now is the time for us to really actually not put the brakes on for the holidays, but actually put the pedal to the metal, okay? And what that means and what that meant for me was the following. First of all, I wanted to get in shape, okay? I hadn't worked out in a couple of years, and it was time. Secondly, I wanted to get my diet and my health back in check. I have a little bit of a pot belly, and I don't like it, okay? Third of all, of course, is the business, but I feel like they're all related. You know what I mean? Because if one's working, the other one has a better chance of working. So a couple of days ago, I said, all right, this is it. The first thing I did was I found a trainer at a gym really close to my house, and 2 days later, I had my first training session. That very same day, I decided no carbs, no desserts, no alcohol, smaller portions. So I started that, and I've already lost 3 pounds. Now here's the kicker, okay? What is the least thing that we all want to do? Calling our leads, right? Who wants to call your leads? Oh my God. So all I have 30 measly leads. That's all I have from early August when I had a listing and they're from an open house, and I have been working these poor leads ever since, and I'm thinking to myself, they don't want to hear from me. I've exhausted them, even though I probably only, contacted them maybe 2 or 3 or maybe 4 times. I did get one buyer client out of it, and I'm working with her now for about $1.3 million up to, so that's pretty good in Santa Monica. And so, all right, so a couple days ago, I sat down, and instead of doing that thing that we all do, which is like we go on the computer, we see our email, maybe there's social media, and, I've got this thing to do and I've got that thing to do. I said, no, okay? Absolutely not. I closed my laptop, I got out the little list of my leads, and I just started dialing. Now, of course, you get voicemail on some of them, you get no answer on some of them, you get this number has been disconnected on some of them. One of them actually picked up the phone, and when she heard who I was, she said, oh, can I call you back later? Now, we all know what that is, right? A couple of them are no longer looking because they found places, right? And then I'm thinking, shit, I should have been the agent. I was sleeping on the job. So then after about 20 calls, okay, I have 10 to go, I pick up and I call this gal, and I had spoken to her a few times, but we never got it together. She was too busy. She lived in Texas, and we started talking because she wasn't really that interested at the beginning. She goes, well, I'm in Dallas now. I'm not sure I remember you, but... And then after a while, she started, well, how's the market? And we started talking and blah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, she's a client between $1.5 and $2 million. She's coming here on Friday. Actually, today's Thursday, so tomorrow. Next week, we're going out to look at things. Bada bing, bada boom. What does that teach me? What does that tell anyone? Okay, we need to pick up the phone. We need to do whatever it is that we need to do to call our leads, okay? All the time, every day, even if you think they are completely sick of you. And you know what? They're not completely sick of you until they tell you they're completely sick of you. So that's the benchmark, okay? Okay, here's a very important question that you need to ask yourself. I'm sure we've all been given the assignment of filling out the business plan at the Tom Ferry website. How many of you have done it? And if you haven't done it, okay, for 2018, you need to ask yourself why. And one of the reasons I'm saying this is because all you have to do is go on there and fill in the boxes. If there's any math, it's all done for you. And I can tell you, and by the way, I'm not done. I would say I'm probably 75% done, so I'm one to talk. But I can tell you the questions and the way it's laid out will only help you get clear on the things you need to do to be successful in 2018. So do it. For me, I knew that I needed and I wanted to find a lead generation strategy for online for Facebook, okay, to create lead generation and funnel into growing my database, all right? So I put it out there. I've been thinking this and that, and lo and behold, an email comes into my box. It's for a 6-week program. I checked out the teacher. They're all over NMN with all kinds of articles that I want to read and stuff I want to know. And I said, $200, boom, 6 weeks. I'm going to learn this thing. And I'm sure if it doesn't give me everything that I want, it's going to give me enough to go to the next level. So here's my question to you. What are you doing? What have you been doing for lead generation? And what are you planning? That's the most important part. What are you planning to do next year, 2018, for lead generation? Okay? Very, very important. We all became agents because we want to be entrepreneurs. We want to have our own company. We want to make our own hours. And we want to make a lot of money. And I think what you need to think about for yourself is, if you are not excelling to the extent that you want to excel, given all of the resources that we have in Ferry and that we get from Tori, you need to ask yourself why, okay? And you need to be real with yourself. And the other thing I think would be really important for you, and I do this all the time, every single one of you has very unique, powerful gifts, okay? What I like to call your vein of gold. You know what your vein of gold is, and you know what makes you special and makes you a great agent, okay? So, in these next few weeks, I want you to come back to what is that and how you're going to use it, right? How you're going to use it in your success for next year, okay? Guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about the way I see the world, and as it relates to what we're doing as agents and the work with Tori. And I want you guys to think about, what is it that you have been avoiding this year that you know you should be doing, okay? What are those things that make you uncomfortable, that you feel you don't know how to do, that you're afraid of? Well, here's the big dirty secret, okay? Those are the things that you need to be doing to succeed, whatever those things are, okay? Is we need to sit down, we need to look at our resources, and we need to think, how am I going to do it? And for me, since I've been doing, all of this work now, if we do it now, we can hit the ground running in January, okay? It's time to blow it out, okay? It's time for you to reach inside yourself, find what is it, that thing that really motivates you, that really drives you, okay? And that is going to make you successful. Lastly, I want to say, if we all don't win, then nobody wins. So here is the offer I'm going to make to you, all right? If you get stuck, if you get frustrated, if you get down, if you don't know what the next step is, call me, all right? I will have Tori. You can get my number, my email from Tori. Feel free. I would love to help you. I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to help you stay motivated. I'm here. So, again, guys, use this time, okay? It's early December. Don't let it slip through your hands. Plan it. Do the business plan, the 2008 business plan. Listen to Tori and focus on bringing back to him what he has assigned, which, by the way, is very difficult for me too, because half the time I even lose the notes. So that's it. All right. Thank you guys for listening, and success to you. Bye.